In the first reading this week, I just wanted to touch on a few high points that you should be looking for. And it should be pretty obvious why we picked this reading, apart from the fact that it's new and that it's by one of the collaborators in the course, Professor Whittemore. It really goes over a whole 120, 140-year history of inequitable zoning and efforts to change it in the United States, starting as late as as early as the 1880s and through the 1930s, laying the groundwork for post-war expansion, and then opposition to that in the open suburbs movement, which is the first time we saw concerted efforts, often led by planners, but also working with lawyers to counter exclusionary zoning in the suburbs. The federal government moving timidly into that, but then pulling back from it, and states and localities taking on the more innovative role in the 1970s, really onward. And that's still pretty much where we are, with the feds not doing much, but some states and cities doing a lot more. At the same time, since the 1990s, there's been concern about so-called regulatory barriers to affordable housing that have developed often by economists. And these have been really more targeting zoning and other regulations by saying we shouldn't have them, or at least we should just roll them back. Professor Whittemore's argument counters that argument by saying that in order to achieve equity in cities, we need active intervention in housing markets and land markets that have been shaped by over 100 years of exclusionary zoning. He also says that zoning is an important part of that, but it's only one tool for equitable land use. So I hope you get that from the reading. Stay tuned for a quiz, a Quizlet just after that reading. Then you'll be hearing more from us after you do the reading.